Amid COVID, people are going crazy for silk saree. Like seriously? Abrogation of Article 370 in Kashmir. All that you need to know. John Abraham is back at the shooting location in Mumbai today. Saif Ali Khan wants to settle down with wife Kareena Kapoor Khan and kids at Pataudi Palace. Hope every one of you would have read such headlines or heard somewhere. Technically, what is this called? Come on, let's find out in our episode today. Adab listeners, here is Giridhar back with yet another interesting episode on the podcast Giridhar's Gardi. As the title says, we are going to talk about journalism. The distribution of a collaborative information refers to journalism. It's an occupation in which the journalists gather information and spread across various media like newspaper, TV, radio, internet, and so on. There's an older form of journalism called newsreels, a form of short documentary film containing news stories that was prevalent between 1910 and 1960. To talk about the history of journalism in India, it started with a newspaper. The first newspaper of India was published on January 29, 1780, known as Hickey's Gazette, or formally registered as the Bengal Gazette. However, it stopped after 1.5 years of circulation. In the 1800s, English newspapers were started by Indian publishers with English-speaking Indians as the target audience. Later, in 1920s, radio broadcasting came into existence, becoming widespread in the 1930s. Then, in 1940s, TV news broadcasts started. Live TV started in the 1960s. From 2000, the digital era arrived. To talk about the forms, journalism has many forms, like writing to advocate particular viewpoints or influence the opinions of the public, which is called advocacy journalism. Written or spoken journalism for radio or television is called broadcast journalism. The practice of finding stories in numbers and using numbers to tell stories is called data journalism. Data journalists may use data to support their reporting. The type of online journalism that is presented on the web that allows consumers to directly contribute to the story is called interactive journalism. Through Web 2.0 technology, reporters can develop a conversation with the audience. The in-depth reporting that uncovers social problems and often leads to major social problems being resolved is called investigative journalism. It can be about political corruptions or corporate wrongdoing or even crimes. The practice of telling true stories through images is called photojournalism. Writing, which emphasizes exaggerated claims or rumors, is called yellow journalism or sensationalism. Then, above all these things, we have something called fake news, which is deliberately untruthful information that can often spread quickly on social media or by means of fake news websites. It is often published to intentionally mislead readers to ultimately benefit a cause, organization, or an individual. Readers can often evaluate credibility of news by examining the credibility of the underlying news organization. Adding my personal experience, it is not that easy to bring in news through journalism. When I was in the higher standards of my school education, we were asked to prepare news on a daily basis and read it out along with a mic before all the students during the morning prayers. We used to refer to the famous newspaper The Hindu, which was one of the largest circulated one at that time. We used to start with international news, then national, then regional, weather and sports. Out of so much information available, picking up the accurate one used to be a challenge. but at the same time, it was an interesting activity for me. All in all, I would say a journalist should be highly responsible while spreading the news on anything, as it has a power of affecting people's lives. Also, we, people, should ensure that we don't spread or support any kind of fake news. Give a thought. Let's catch up next week with another episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed listening to this episode.